Hello and greetings from Eastern Europe, my name is called Bear and this is a list of upcoming games similar to Dark Souls in one way or another. Let's start with Hellpoint. This is a dark action RPG set in a heavily atmospheric sci-fi universe where the line between science and occultism is blurred. Once a pinnacle of human achievement, the Eitr Novo space station has fallen. Its ruins are now overrun by cruel, interdimensional entities acting as puppets of the malevolent cosmic gods. That sounds very Lovecraftian, and cosmic horror is one of my favorite things. People are talking that this game is a hybrid between Dark Souls and Dead Space. I like both games, so I'm excited to play full game one day. Actually, if you want, you can play one chapter for free. You can find Hellpoint, the Thespian Feast on Steam. I like this model way more than Early Access, because here you don't have to pay a dime before you try. This is actually old good demo version style, so don't be harsh on the developers, they're doing good job. Eitr. Eitr is substance in Norse mythology. This liquid is the origin of all living things. The substance is supposed to be very poisonous and also produced by mighty Midgard serpent. It would be much better if it produced vodka instead, also kinda poisonous, so really good substitute for Eitr. Well, of course, game has to change its name then, but I see no problem with that.
Ta-da!
In-game you are the Shield Maiden, your fate determined by the fate-weaving Norns and their sacred loom before you even entered this world. However, your destiny was shattered when the mischievous god Loki interfered, dripping spots of the wretched substance Eitr into the unwowed loom, forever altering your path and engulfing the great tree Yggdrasil in darkness. Third parties are talking that the game is coming out someday in 2020, but it was delayed so many times that I'll believe it only when I have a copy in my PC's hard drive. Don't get your hopes up. It seems that Eitr could be the game that we will never touch with our filthy fingers. Dungeonhaven. This game looks like Dark Souls. I mean, it looks exactly like Dark Souls, just with a bit more colorful art style. And that is impressive, because developers of the game, the Cold War Game Studios, is made up of only 2 people. There is no solid proof that game will come out in 2020s, no official statement has been made yet, although previously it was widely known that the game will be released in 2019. Sadly,
It never happened.
Plague Hunter. This is an indie platformer game set in a dark fantasy vein. In-game you'll be using sword and guns to cut your way through the hordes of zombies and other terrible monsters, at the same time avoiding deadly traps. Developers say that this game has old-school gameplay, but all I can see is a slight lack of quality. I know it's just a demonstrational video, but you can already feel the lack of animations, meaning that developers took a shortcut instead of a long road. Though I will not judge the game before its release, it would be unprofessional. Every problem I just mentioned could be minor in comparison of amazing story or maybe even great gameplay. We'll see. Dolmen. Cosmic horror and sci-fi are 2 ways to talk about Dolmen. It is a third-person action game with RPG elements, but with a Lovecraftian plot that calls players to find what's behind the darkest secret of the universe. A forgotten planet called Revion Prime will be the place where the action takes part, and it won't be easy. Adaptation and exploration will be the main weapons as you craft new items and equipments from the enemy's carcasses. Dolmen collected $20,000 in pledges on Kickstarter, while they asked just for $15,000, meaning that the players are quite optimistic about it and have an urge for Dolmen to be released.
So I guess this is how the case of the game will look like, and this will be the latest expansion, huh?
Sand is the Soul. This is an adventure game mixed with combat and RPG elements. As developers say, here you will venture through the decaying Victorian post-punk autonomy of Cross Hill. You can choose to go AWOL, take part in a coup d'etat, be a junkie addicted to the drug called the sand, get killed by an angry lover, screw everyone and overthrow the ruler and become a despot, and much more. Your actions will define your tale, so here you'll have to choose wisely, for at no point will the game judge your actions.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, me too. We'll have to recheck all those promises after release because they sound kinda cool. Game is very artsy. It has really strong style and not everyone will like it, but the game will be released for every major platform, so at least we know that the publisher trusts this game, and that is a good sign. Hollow Knight Silksong. As the lethal hunter Hornet, journey to new lands, discover new powers, battle vast hordes of bugs, beetles and beasts, uncover ancient secrets tied to your nature and your past. Here you will face over 150 never-before-seen foes. Everyone wants you dead, but you are the ultimate killing machine and no bug or beetle is safe near you. Elden Ring. The game is a collaborative effort between Dark Souls game director Hidetaka Miyazaki and fantasy novelist George Martin, famous creator of Game of Thrones. Elden Ring will be themed around dark fantasy and have the ability for players to create their own custom characters instead of playing as fixed protagonists. Developers also considered Elden Ring to be a more natural evolution of the Souls series, as the game will be much larger in scale compared to them, featuring an open world with new gameplay mechanics such as horseback riding and combat. Sadly, no gameplay trailer is released yet, but I think this game will definitely be a hit.
Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something. Don't tell me you don't see it. Look up at the sky. It burns.
Biomass. Uncover the secrets of the sinking metropolis, clash beam sabers, or be a gunslinger, make alliances, or go alone. Here your actions have consequences. Those who learn the nature of this world will be able to shape it as they see fit. Here you will also find dynamic boss fights with their own amazing rewards if you manage to turn on secret fighting phase that can be triggered only if certain requirements are met. Game looks like a great example of science fiction, Souls-like pixel art RPG. Yeah, that is a genre now. Project Awakening. This is an open-world fantasy action RPG destined for PlayStation 4 or possibly even for a next-generation console if development takes long enough. Project Awakening is merely a placeholder title. Game will probably get another name in the future. The developers intended to focus the game more heavily on action elements, but it will also feature role-playing stuff. It is expected to feature seamless travel from the world into the dungeons and other indoor areas. The multiplayer mode may support anything from 4 to 12 players. It is not yet clear if the game will include magic, although we can clearly see that the knight is fighting a dragon-like creature here, so magic will probably be on the table. The developers also have debated the inclusion of firearms as well, so you can shoot dragons, I guess. I really hope that it will look like this. Also, keep an eye on Lords of the Fallen 2, although no trailer or even a gameplay screenshot is available yet. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, you can subscribe, and also you can support me on Patreon. More support, more quality videos. You can find link in the description below. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.